guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match. Barcelona beat Cornella 2-0 away from home in extra time. Third game in a row where Barcelona had to go into extra time. The first time ever in club history that Barcelona go 3 games extra time all back to back to back. The performance on the night was absolutely woeful. We played like absolute dog crap. That first 90 minutes was probably the worst 90 minutes of football this season. We did nothing. Barcelona missed 2 penalties on the night. One from Pjanic, one from Dembele. The Pjanic penalty was, good save. The Dembele penalty was just poor from Ousmane. And Barcelona yet again putting in a very lackluster performance. Starting lights on the screen right now, he went with Neto in goal, Mingueza, Araujo, Lenglet, Firpo, Pjanic, Ricky Puig, and Moriba. Up front, he went with Trincao, Braithwaite, and Antoine Griezmann. Didn't agree with him starting Araujo and Griezmann, but of course he had to go and put some big players in there, and they're probably the 2 fittest players out of the team, including De Jong, but De Jong was left at home. After this game now, Araujo has played a total of 360 minutes in the past 3 games, and Griezmann has played a total of 340 minutes in the past 3 games. So many minutes for them. It's good for Araujo for experience, but again, they should have been rested today. Other than that, no complaints about the lineup. And I tell you what, that 90 minutes was just absolutely dreadful. He took off Ricky Puig at halftime for Dembele to make the attacking change. Didn't really agree with that. I thought it should have been Moriba, but I guess he preferred Moriba in that double pivot with Pjanic instead of him. Again, Koeman very stubborn with his substitutions. Decided to keep Moriba ahead of Ricky Puig in the starting lineup at halftime. Can't do much with it, but I tell you what, the first 90 minutes, nothing happened. We had 2 penalties, missed them both. That's it. I can't really review anything but that. I think Pjanic hit the bar in like the 88th minute, something like that. Their goalkeeper was freaking Pedri in its prime again. What else was new? When Barcelona plays a lower opposition, the goalkeeper always turns into, the prime version of any good goalkeeper. Today, the goalkeeper had a helmet. He turned into prime check today. He was, I think overall in the game, he's probably man of the match, but I don't know. It's just every single time. But we got our first goal 1 minute into extra time. We wish we did it a minute earlier, but we didn't. Ball comes into Pedri, gives it to Dembele. Dembele just whaps one in and it just goes in top corner after the goalkeeper hits his hand a bit and goes in the top corner. Beautiful strike from Dembele, but I wish he did that half an hour earlier so we didn't have to go into extra time. But it is what it is. After Barcelona got that goal, they just were very lackluster, just passing the ball around, trying to create some opportunities, but not really, going for it because they know that Cornella can just hit them on the counterattack. Barcelona's last goal came in the dying moments of the game, literally the last kick of the game. Pedri's through on goal, open, no one around him, just him and the goalkeeper. Braithwaite trailing in behind him. He waits for Braithwaite, gives it to Braithwaite, and Braithwaite slots it in, and then full time was called straight after that. So Pedri comes on, gets 2 assists. Not bad night for him. Let's get in now to the player ratings. We're going to start off with Neto in goal. I will give Neto a 7 out of 10. I think he did really well. He was called upon a lot of the games. Cornella taking a lot of long shots. He saved every single one, some corners ones as well. Commanded the box very well. Give him a very solid 7 out of 10. Mingueza at right back, again, I'll give him a 7. I thought he did very well. Controlling that right-hand side. Didn't really cross the ball as much as the right back should. Right center back, Araujo. I'm going to give Araujo a 9 out of 10 and my man of the match. Holy moly. I just can't wait for Piqué to come back and you see both of them play. Araujo, again, absolute rock at the back. His tackles, the way he just boxed out a player. He boxed out a player from the 18-yard box just to let the ball roll out of play. From the 18-yard box. 9 out of 10. 9, superb from Araujo today. Left center back now, the captain on the night, Clement Lenglet. I will give him a 7 out of 10. Maybe a bit generous, maybe 6.57. I thought he commanded the box very well with Araujo. Had some, bad passes, had some really weird decision making, but he got that penalty in the 88th minute, but unfortunately Dembele didn't score it, but he did well in the box there. So I'll give him a solid 7 out of 10. Junior Firpo for me, I think Firpo was very poor tonight. I'll give him an average 6. I think the first half he was absolutely woeful. Second half came to it a bit more, same with extra time, but that first 45 minutes, oh my god. I'm sitting there thinking I'm trying to make an argument for this guy to start over Jordi Alba. No chance. Overall on the night, 6 out of 10, but that first half he was just absolutely woeful. In the midfield now, I'll start with Pjanic. I'm going to give Pjanic a 6 out of 10. Now the reason I give him a 6 out of 10 is that he missed that penalty. I'm knocking him down for a penalty. I would have probably given him a 7 on the night. With that penalty miss, he gets a 6, maybe 6.5, because I think he controlled the midfield very well. His passing was very slick. Of course, had some last-minute concentration moments. Other than that, he missed the penalty and did what he had to do in that CDM position, so I'll give him a 6 out of 10. Right-hand side, Ricky Puig only played 45 minutes, so I'll give him an average 6. Didn't really do much. Had some nice passes, had some nice, turns. He had that one turn, I think, on the left-hand side 15 minutes in. Oh, it was beautiful. He got the pass from Lenglet, just a little tink around the player. Oh, beautiful. Other than that, only played 45 minutes, so I'll give him an average 6 out of 10. Moriba, I'll give him an average 6 out of 10 as well. did well. I feel like the first 15-10 minutes he held the ball a lot, kind of being a little bit of a ball hog, could have passed it a lot more often. Then got into the game, grew into it, then started doing really well. Very, very strong player, very, very good in the air. So I think he had a very, very average performance. I believe he played maybe 65 minutes. So great to see him get his debut. Hopefully see a lot more from him. So he gets a 6 out of 10 for me today. On the right wing, we'll start with Trincao. I'm going to give Trincao, probably give him a 6. I think he was average on the night, had some nice dribbles, had that nice shot from the corner from Pjanic. Other than that, didn't really get the ball that much and didn't really have opportunity to show his flair, so got subbed off as well. So I'll give him an average 6 out of 10. In the number 9 position, Martin Braithwaite. I was going to give Martin Braithwaite a 5 today, but since he got the goal in the 9th minute, I'll give him an average 6. I think his performance today was absolutely dreadful. Like, he couldn't shoot. He missed 2 open nets today. He missed that 1v1 in like the second half at the beginning. Missed that one from the corner as well. He was missing a lot of chances today, Braithwaite. He should be finishing those. We would have went into extra time. We had a clinical striker, but today his performance was probably a 5. But getting that goal, I'll bump him up to a 6 out of 10. On the left wing, Antoine Griezmann, I'll probably have to give him an average 6 out of 10 as well, maybe even lower. Didn't really get into the game on that left wing. Was very, very isolated from Cornella because they were playing, as like a 8-1-1. So it was very, very hard for him to get into the game. They weren't really opening up for him on that left-hand side. Once he moved into the cam in the second half, did a bit well when the formation changed again, went back to the left wing. Felt like he really couldn't get into it today. So I'll give him an average 6. Maybe looking at a 5.56 from me. Into the substitutions now, we'll start with Ousmane Dembele. I will give Dembele probably a 7.57 out of 10. Did miss a penalty, but he really gave us that flair off the bench. His speed, his tenacity, his dribbling was brilliant. Of course, got us a goal that pretty much won us the game as well. Maybe looking at like a 7.5 for me from Dembele. Next up, Busquets and Pedri. We start with Busquets. Busquets, I'll give him an average 6. Came into that hole into DM, did the job. Had some brilliant tackles in the game, to be fair to him. So 6 out of 10 for me. And Pedri, I will give Pedri a 7.5. Now, the reason why I give him 7.5, of course, I think he played brilliantly well. And he got 2 assists. He got the assist for the Dembele goal. Got the assist for the Braithwaite goal. Again, took some time for him to get into the game, but once he got into it, he provided 2 assists. On paper, it was a very, very good substitution from Koeman because he got 2 assists to get us the winning goals. So I'll give Pedri probably a 7.5 out of 10. Now, the final substitution was Conda de la Fuente. I will give Fuente a 6. Came on for like 10 minutes, but I think in that 10 minutes he did very, very well. Showed a lot of speed, showed a lot of tenacity, showed a lot of his dribbling skills, but didn't really, get that finishing touch, but didn't have time to get into the game as well. So I'll give him an average 6 out of 10. And finally, time to rate the manager, Ronald Koeman. I'm going to give Koeman a 5 out of 10 today. I think the starting lineup was, reasonable. I would have liked to have seen one of Araujo or Griezmann not start. Where was Umtiti today? He had a fantastic performance against Granada. Hasn't played since. I don't know if Koeman doesn't like him or whatever. No, Umtiti. Performance today was absolutely dreadful. You have to give some blame for that for Koeman. The way he set up, I don't know, didn't really work in this game. Cornella just sitting back. He didn't really do anything to change the game quicker. He brought on Busquets and Pedri. I don't understand why he brought on Busquets. Why you bringing on a CDM when we need goals. The Dembele sub at halftime was, reasonable. No Collado in this game. I'm so baffled to now why he did not bring on Alex Collado in this game. This game was crying out for him. He performed well against this team with Barcelona B as well. And again, we come into this game another extra time. That's all on Koeman as well. Maybe you can, put some blame on the players. Well, you have to put some blame on the players as well because they didn't really perform to expectations in that first 90 minutes. But again, Koeman didn't do enough to change the system to give the team the extra boost. He was yelling a lot at the team. The camera was cutting to him. You can hear him saying, fuera, fuera. He's yelling a lot. So he was disappointed on the night, and we'll probably see that in his post-match press conference. But again, just really didn't do anything to change the game for me. So I'm going to give him, especially against a lower opposition as well, so I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. So that's my match review for Cornella versus Barcelona. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know your thoughts on the performance and your player ratings. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Happy to move on to Copa Del Rey. And now our focus switches immediately to La Liga on Sunday against Elche away. So it's going to be another difficult game. So I'll see you guys then. Take care and Forza Barca. Go, 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 go.